Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on another Closing Bell with Mr. Stacks. Today is August 16, 2:24 p.m., and we are heading towards the end of the market here. We did have some pretty interesting stocks take off today, some of our favorites that we've been following over the last few weeks. But you know what we do about this time for all of y'all new viewers out there? We're looking for those breakout stocks, those opportunities to make some high gains, trying to get into these shares before they actually take off. And if that's something you want to know about, something you like to see here on these videos, hit that subscribe button, show the channel some love as we try to put some money in your pockets here. But let's go ahead and dive right into it. We do have 4 of our top pick stocks of the day, and I also wanted to cover a 5th one here. But off the back, we have some new ones we picked up today. We have Verb Technology. We ended up taking a position on this one earlier. We also have DYAI, which is one we covered yesterday evening it was. We have Works, SC Works Corp. We have Any, which is Sphere 3D, ANY ticker. And then we also have BLIN. There's a couple of other ones that we can probably touch base on. I might just kind of glimpse at them here real quick towards the end of the video. Just kind of let you know as far as an update on if anything's been popping with these stocks. But these ones here that I want to talk about first are ones that we've actually been watching throughout the day, hitting low levels to where we're able to get in at a real good price. And some of them have earnings coming out after the bell today, so we're hoping to see maybe get some good news, and hopefully they can break through these levels they're holding at. Throughout the course of the day, we have seen some small gains as we hit those lows, and we started to increase back to a certain level to where we're able to make a little bit of change today, which is still a good thing. But none of these stocks have actually broke out yet, and that's kind of what we're chasing here today. But you know me, I don't really like chasing the dollar. I like waiting for the dollar to come to me. Reason why we try to get into these shares before they actually pop. So let's just kind of touch base on our first stock of the day, which is Verb Technology. As you can see here on the daily, we've come up here, hit a high of 397 about a couple weeks back, 2 to 3 weeks ago. And since then, we've kind of come down, testing a moving average, but we ended up coming all the way back down to the 50-day moving average, hitting a support level right here around 186, 190 or so. And this is when I called in. We bought in on this stock earlier this morning. For those of you that's in the Discord, you're able to know what I'm talking about. Those of you that aren't, please click on the link in the description, join the Discord, let's chat live so you can kind of be in the news here as we do these trades real time. But as you can see here on the daily, that's the low level here. We're starting to show that support. We're starting to see that green candle form, hopefully to break up to the upside here. And Verb also has their earnings coming out, later this afternoon. Hopefully they have some good news. I really don't know, but following the chart, it was looking pretty sexy to me, so I decided to jump on a position. And I'm going to hold it down, ride it out, maybe till tomorrow, depending on where the stock goes. But if we do start to see some volume pile into this stock here, I may consider holding it a bit, but we'll just have to see how that plays out. Right now we're only about 15% of our daily average volume. We have to wait to see a little bit more volume come in to actually see this price kick up like we want. But a little good news could drive this up pretty quickly here, so we're waiting to see what happens. For those of y'all that are wanting to know if this is a time to buy, we can see here we did buy in on a low. And we're on the 30-minute on the short term. We're looking to break through that that 50-day moving average here, where $2 can possibly be a good buy position also. But if you're considering on buying at this level, I would consider to also wait for 2 green candles to form, pushing up, breaking through these levels here. Our high for the day is looking to be about 205. So unless you want to wait for it to come back down and test the VWAP, and then have 2 green candles close pushing back up, you can call that a buy point, or you maybe wait for us to break through this higher level. I know that's a higher price to pay, but you can fluctuate within this range. It's really up to you. Those of y'all that want to day trade, though, I know people don't like to have it pull back. Reason why I asked for it to hit that high, maybe push up higher. But that would be the case here as we start to break through that 50-day moving average on the 30-minute. So that's why I'm calling it. We want to close above this, just so we're more confident that we'll be pushing to the upside here. But just something to keep in mind. I would probably wait till after the earnings are posted just to see what direction we move. And if we start to move up higher, though, we'd have to break through that level, which I would call it a buy. If we break down to the low side, hopefully we'll still hold support around 189 or so. So let's just see what happens there. We're already at a low end of the stock, from the history of where we show. You know, checking back, we do have a low of 92 cents that we've hit, but for us to shed, you know, 50% of where we're at, I don't know if we'll really come down that low. It could happen. I know that Session stock we seen on Friday, that one kind of cut real fast, you know, $6 to like 70 cents in like a matter of like 2 minutes. So anything can happen in this market. It's a crazy ride. So just make sure you're aware as to the risk you take jumping on these positions. Just try to, you know, be smart about where you're diving in and pulling out, just so you don't take a loss there. But Verb Technology added to the watch list. Check it out. We're waiting for earnings. Hopefully we got a good one here, y'all, but we'll keep you posted on this one also. Second stock of the day, DYAI. Hopefully y'all checked the video out yesterday. I posted it last night, talking about, you know, feeling the stock was about to break out. We've been watching it all last week. And just checking the chart here, you know, it just looked healthy. We're holding at a certain level. We did pull back as the market opened a little bit, and then we just shot right back up, breaking through the all-time high, and we actually hit an all-time high of 565 today. So checking the history, this isn't necessarily an all-time high from previous months back, but it is an all-time high for the day, or for the, you know, the last session that we had over the last course of the week. But 878, we're looking to break through these other levels here come soon. But we need some volume to start building in. As you can see, 153% above our daily average. Starting to get it. We need this to turn green, though, to start showing some momentum to build up here before we can start pushing up higher. 565 is the high. $5 is also a level to buy in if we end up pulling back. I was hoping this come down to 450, which I was able to actually get in this morning. I should have doubled up on my shares, but I didn't think today was actually going to break out as we did. I was hoping to come back down and grab some more shares there, but yeah, we ended up pushing higher to where now we're holding support around 530, you know, 520 or so, give or take within that range. So it's kind of just somewhere you want to find, you know, a spot to get in. Just the stock may start moving here already. We did break out today, but we haven't seen that push like we want to see. We want to see that jump. You know, we need to see that gap up, or whatever you want to call it. You know, we're still holding around the same level here, as you can see. We need to move higher. That's what we're looking. Look at these four green candles that's already formed over the last few days. And not only that, on our weekly, as you can see, I drew this trend line last week. Y'all check out the videos. And this one's from the 4 hour. But as you can see, we're riding that all the way down, and we're already broke out. We tested it on Friday. We tested it early last week, tested it Friday, and then we finally broke out today. So we need to hold above 520 or so, and we can start to push higher come tomorrow. Check out the video, familiarize yourself with what this stock is about. DYAI International, something they're doing here as far as their technology with COVID. But fill yourself in, check out their website, see what they're doing here, as to what they're bringing to the table. We have a high though of $11, $8 here not that long ago back in March, so we're looking to test these levels come pretty soon here, hopefully. So real excited. We do have that level of 1074. I believe that was back in aftermarket one of these days, yeah, or the pre-market. So yeah, check it out. We're breaking out. But I called it, y'all. You know, just check the video. That's all I can say. You know, let it speak for itself. But let's go ahead and jump into the third stock of the day. We do have Works, SE Works Corp. This is another one we're watching here as we start to test those lows. I got a few trend lines drawn here as to you know, supporting on certain levels. So knowing that I draw these trend lines in advance, this is why I'm confident in my predictions here. As you can see, we're testing those levels I drew before it even happened. We've been following Works for the last couple of weeks. For those of y'all that were, you know, viewing the channel here and keep up with the videos, you'll know when I called it here before this breakout of that $5 mark. We got in around like 230. I don't know, it was 270, somewhere in there. I can't really say where, but I know we rode it up to 5 and we sold around 4 something as we started to pull back. But we started to squeeze up here again. We're looking to maybe hit these highs again pretty soon. Reason why I wanted to put some eyes on this stock, see exactly how y'all feel about it. Please feel free to comment on these stocks here as to y'all's thoughts, and any insight or feedback you can provide is always appreciated. But if you're looking to buy some Works, those of y'all that's been following here, I know a few of y'all took some shares earlier this morning also when I called it. But I believe it was like 280 or so, 270. So if y'all looking to get in, that would be a good time to get in. Maybe wait for it to come back down, test those levels. But we are looking to break to that $5 mark here pretty soon. So those of y'all want to go for the ride on the roller coaster, try to find a spot to get in there, y'all, because we're ready to ride it up here. Fourth stock of the day, Sphere 3D, ticker symbol ANY, NE. So this is one I've been watching over the last few days. I made a little bit of gains on this one, I think it was last week sometime, but it was more of a fake breakout. It ended up breaking out, but as you can see, we've been selling back. We didn't have any green days on those breakouts here, so reason why we came all the way back down, testing them around like that 450 mark. $4 we came down. I should have bought in at that time, but I didn't. I was focused on some other ones, but I started looking at this one moving. Was able to get in around 450 or so. And I'm confident we're going to be looking at some higher levels pretty soon. This is a Bitcoin associated stock here, and I feel as Bitcoin maybe breaks above 50K or so, we're going to start seeing these high levels again also. I mean, I can't promise it, but you can look at the 4 hour here. We hit that 658. We've kind of hit that 50-day moving average, and we're starting to curl back up, testing that high level again right here, about 470 or so. So just check out the footage I provided here in the past. I believe it was back like a week or so ago, but as you can see on the daily, we're still testing that level also, the 30-minute, and we're looking to break up through that here hopefully today, maybe tomorrow. But these are just ones I'm following. I'm just trying to throw them out there. If you are looking to trade on some of these, just find a good position. I can't tell y'all when to get in or get out. I just kind of point out where I would do it, but you gotta trade at your own risk here, y'all. I'm not a financial advisor at all, but I do want to try to point out some things so I can try to put some money in y'all's pocket. But let's go ahead and catch up on the fifth stock of the day, number 5 here. I know we usually have only 4 charts, but we're gonna bring up number 5, which is BLIN, Bridgeline Digital. So I also did a video on this one here, a couple weeks back, made a little change. But look at that one. They squeezed this one pretty high at that time back in July, almost $15 and cents. We've just sold off all the way down. But I think I took a position around this time here and we squeezed up. And I made a little change, nothing crazy, but I was able to take a small position at that time. But we're riding that 50-day. We're starting to push up on the daily, closing on a green candle. They do have earnings also today after the market. No volume at the time, but hopefully we see some good news. I've been hearing their earnings have been really hitting those estimates, kind of hitting above. I think there's just something else going within the company. The reason why people are kind of hating on it a little bit, trying to sell it short. I know they had a high short interest on this a while back, but I know it's come down since those last breakouts here. I think we're sitting around like 9% or so at the moment, but it was up to around 30%, I believe, at this time. But hopefully we get some good news. We're really looking to break through these levels. As you can see, we tried to break out earlier around that $5 mark, coming back down, testing that VWAP as we speak. We just don't have a lot of volume going on today. 3% above our 3% of our daily average here. But hopefully these earnings can actually take this price higher. There's no guarantee, just something I'm looking at, kind of hoping for here. But we got to break through some of these other levels really to start to see those higher levels up here. But let's just see what happens here. We're still above that 200-day on the daily. Yeah, I'm confident we can probably start to see some higher numbers. If not, we're looking to come down. Let's see. Yeah, we can probably come down, back to like $4 or so. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. I hate to fall below 430. 371. I don't think we come that low, but we can. But yep. So those are the 5 stocks though I wanted to kind of point out. I know these aren't the ones that are rallying all crazy today like NAOV, NAOV. This is one we've talked about in the past. We made some gains on this one last week, but this one did take off today and is actually starting to pull back, as you can see, coming out closer to where we opened at. But I got some other ones up here. As you can see, we're starting to climb a little. We came from red to green here just from last week. So I'm feeling confident in this week as to some of our new trades. But let me know what y'all think. Share your thoughts. post some feedback below. Check out the Discord. The link is in the description for those of y'all that don't know. But let's chat it up, see where we can take some of these stocks this week, and hopefully we can get some money in everybody's pocket. I know we had a good week last week. A lot of us were profitable, and we're looking to knock them out the park again this week, y'all. So just let me know what y'all think. Thumbs up, always appreciate it. Helping out the channel, showing that love. I really appreciate that. But we'll catch up again in the morning on tomorrow's session of the Morning Hype. But I appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll talk then, y'all. Peace.